Metro Detroit golfers, it's Tuesday. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
We are here with a Tuesday tip of the week, and this week we'd like to help you understand what you can do to better set goals for yourself. And we have 4 different types of goals, buddy. What is the deal? We have different types of goals, yeah? So talk about that and why they are important.
I think typically when it comes to goal setting, everybody always sets one type of goal, and it's usually this one right here. So the one thing that we always see is when people talk about, well, you know, what are your golfing goals? It always has something to do with score, handicap, consistency. Those would be our top 3, right? And the problem with that is those are just outcome goals, and outcome goals most times are out of our control. So what we're going to talk a little bit about today is, you know, maybe setting some goals that are under your control this holiday season.
Okay. So the surest way to get stuck, and then ultimately not make any progress, is to fix yourself on an outcome goal with no other vision goal attached to it, or certainly process goal.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So as we talk about it, the visionaries, you know, let's say Steve Jobs, he wanted to change the way people connected with each other around the world. Walt Disney, he wanted to create the happiest place in the world. People were probably standing around like, what are you talking about, dude? It's a swamp in Florida. Tom Brady, you know, he just wants to keep playing football because of how much he loves it. And this and that. So the high performers usually have a vision, something that they're after, that they can see that the folks around them quite don't understand yet. And then what they're good at is they have this vision, and then they either do it themselves or put people around them to help execute their process goals. A couple weeks ago, we had talked about the things under your control versus not under your control. Yes. So a process goal is unique because it's something you can do that is under your control. So the high performers seem to focus their attention on the vision goal and then the process. How are they going to get this to take them down that pathway? And the people who get stuck mostly focus here. Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, so you said 3 things: score, handicap, consistency. For this season, if you're thinking you want to be consistent, which is what most people say, we would strongly encourage you reconsider that goal. So some things you could ask yourself: what do you want your golf game to look like? Who will you be playing with? Where will you be playing? How will you experience that round? Yes?
And I think that one's really, really hard for everybody, because typically when you ask somebody, well, what do you want your golf game to look like? They go right back here.
Right.
So we're really trying to avoid that. So what do you want your golf game to look like? Well, I want to shoot in the 60s every time. Okay, well, you went right back to the outcome goal. So it's going to be, make sure you stay focused on this one and figure out what it is that you're really looking to get out of the game of golf.
Yeah, so why do you play it to begin with is a good place to start. Why are you playing golf? Process goals. Talk a little bit about that. So what's a process goal that somebody could set for themselves that would be in the what they can control category?
Process goals, I think that would help everybody. I'm going to give you guys 2 of them. One is to swing the club freely. Everybody plays better golf when they swing freely. So I'm going to set a process goal. My goal is to swing free on the golf course 70% of the time this year. Another great process goal would be, can I make swings with no attachment to the outcome? So I think a lot of times what causes people to play poor golf is it goes right back to that emotional attachment to either the score or where your ball's going to go. So setting a process goal, my goal is to make a swing where I'm not attached to the outcome, and my goal is to make more free swinging motions this season. Would be 2 great process goals.
Absolutely. So really specific, really narrow, like this is what I got to do right now to make all this other stuff happen.
Yeah, it'll definitely help with that.
Take care of it. So other things that you could do, like let's say I'm going to take a yoga class 2 times a week all the way until June. So I'm going to get my body more flexible. I'm going to take golf lessons for 6 months, and no matter what happens in those lessons, I'm going to stick with it. So any numbers of things that you can do where you start to put a plan together that's focused around some priorities for yourself specifically is where you really start to get different outcomes and then actualize the vision of why you play golf to begin with. So we thank you for joining us this Tuesday. If you share any goals that you have, we would love to see the different goals that y'all come up with. Put them in the comment section below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. We appreciate your feedback, and thank you for joining us.